Hello everybody, what's going on? Kim here, puppy running around. Yes, you can hear his nails, they need to be trimmed. Kissy. Okay, hold on. So now we're gonna act like we weren't just making a lot of noise. I'm pretty sure that was you. Yes, it was. Give me that ball. Give me, that's my ball. Yeah, that's what I thought. I hope you have all had a fantastic past few weeks. I'm so sorry we've been so absent. The first week we were all sick, you know, sharing is caring. And then the second week we actually took a family trip to Cape Cod and it was fantastic. It was incredibly beautiful there. I mean, the scenery everywhere is just like nothing I've ever seen before. But we are back and I am long overdue for a video. So today I decided with fall and last weekend we had Lily's birthday party. Oh yeah, we haven't been here. Darn, I'm really overdue. But last weekend we went apple picking. And while I was there, I decided to pick some Cortland apples because today I'm going to make apple crisp with you guys. Oh yeah. And for this recipe, you will need, I have my apples here. I picked from the farm. They do need to be washed. We need all-purpose flour, brown sugar, ground cinnamon, white sugar, Quaker oat. We are using the quick 1-minute oats. Do not use instant. It will make this a bit mushy. So use the quick 1-minute oats and butter. And this we actually are gonna melt and put in with all, well, you'll see. I just felt that this was the perfect time to make this recipe and I really hope you guys enjoy it. So without further ado, here is apple crisp. The first step is to wash, peel, and slice. To the sliced apples, we are adding 2 tablespoons of white sugar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon, half tablespoons of cinnamon. Now you're just going to coat your apples. Trying to make sure they all get the same TLC. Get back. Okay, so now this is important. We are going to pour this into our dish. Okay, we are going to take our apples. I'm going to pour them in. Try to get as much as the stuff as the sugars as I can. Now these, you're going to let sit here for about 15 to 20 minutes. Basically, you want to let these sugars mix in and kind of make they're going to kind of make a syrup for them. So we're just going to even them out a little bit so there's not so many on one side. While this is sitting, we are going to preheat our oven to 375. All right, we are ready to start making the topping. Now I know this first part with the flour is gonna seem kind of wonky, but that's because with baking it's kind of like chemistry and things just have to go in like this at certain amounts, and I'm using a little bit more than I usually would, so I'm kind of doubled. So you can cut it in half, but I'm making a bigger size because I like sharing it. But this is the first part, which is the flour. We are adding 1 cup plus a half a cup of flour. Hold on. And 1/4 of a cup of flour. 1 cup of quick oatmeal, not instant. 1 cup of white sugar. And 1 cup of packed brown sugar. That just means that you're taking your hand or whatever and you're smashing it in and you're packing it down. Perfect. And add it. And I'm just going to take a fork and I'm going to mix these together. My hands are clean, but I often like to mix it with my hands. Because then I know everything is nice and mixed. And it's kind of fun. I mean, tell me this doesn't look like fun. Whee! I'm literally playing with my food. And you can too. Next, we are going to take our butter and we are going to chop it up into chunks. And I may have to use, because I decided to double after I showed you the beginning, so I put another stick of butter out. So I'm going to start here, show you what to do, and then see if I need more. I'm going to take my fork and I'm going to start pushing around, crumbling. I want to turn this in to a crumb. So now I am going to chop in the other stick. There's really nothing like your southern whisk. Alright, so chop it up. After lots of chopping, I now have my crumbly mixture. Remember that little 4 tablespoon thing of butter I had? I melted it. So I have my melted butter, and I'm going to drizzle it around my apples. I'm going to take my topping and I'm going to evenly, I said even, I'm going to spoon it around the top of my apples. And this is taking way too long. I can do it quicker by hand. See, I'm just a hand person with my food. I'm sorry. I just love playing with my food. Just gonna run through it real quick, make sure my apples are covered. All right, I believe we are good to go. All right, so here we go. This is it. Got my apple crisp ready to go in the oven. My oven is nice and preheated. And now this is going to bake for about 30 to 35 minutes until your crisp is a nice golden brown. See you soon. Okay, we have about a minute left. Oh, yeah. All right. We are ready to take it out. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my God. All I can say is, oh my God. Ooh. Bubble. Look at this. I feel like the lighting isn't getting... Darn. You can't get the lighting I want. You can't see it. I feel like I'm looking through the lens and I feel like you can't see it the way I can. Like it's got this really nice brown and I'm just not seeing it. It looks too bright. Maybe if I turn off the other light. I feel like I'm not, oh, there, maybe. No, it's still too bright. Maybe if I get closer. Look at this. Oh, yeah. This is looking and smelling incredible. I wish you could smell it in here. It is also bubbling hot. So I'm going to give it a second to cool down before I try and plate it and try it out. It's still warm, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plate it. So, My goodness. Oh my gosh. I want all of my Crispies from my side. And there we have it. Still piping hot. I don't know if you can see it. I think that I can now. It's still steaming. So we're going to wait a second, let it cool, and taste it. Alright guys, we have made it to the grand finale. I know this has been a lot of work, a lot of prep work, a lot of waiting. I know, I get it, trust me. But you're about to find out that it was very much so worth the wait. This is my dream. I've been thinking about this. When we picked the apples, I knew this was one of the things I was going to make with those apples. So I have been thinking about this for a little while. Please don't burn me. I need these taste buds. Oh, yes. It's still hot, as you can probably see the steam. I don't even care. This is probably one of my favorite things that I have made so far in my videos. The apples, you can tell they're super fresh. They're extremely tender. The crisp is perfect. It's got the clumps inside of it with the crispy on top, so it's hard. Here, gotta get this off. It's got those gooey chunks from the flour and the butter all throughout it, but it's got that hard, crispy top. Trust me, if my brother is watching this, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. I watched my dad make this, I don't even know how many times. So technically, this is my dad's recipe. Insanely delicious. Definitely, if you make it, you are not going to be dissatisfied. I really want to keep eating, and then I'm going to get more. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't put the whole pan in front of me. That's going to about do it for this video, guys. As always, I truly appreciate you watching and sticking around and being here for us. You guys are truly fantastic, and you keep me going. And for that, I thank you so much. But that's going to do it for today, guys. As always, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe. If you didn't, like, subscribe. Have a good night, guys. And really, you're going to enjoy this. Not kidding.